Hello, 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 girlfriends and guy friends. Welcome back to the Girlfriends and Gossip podcast. I am your host, Shantae of the Twa Beru Beauty brand, and I am excited that you all are here. As always, this is a safe space full of love, light, truth, and transparency. Here we will always uplift and never tear down. If you have not done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Before we get into tonight's discussion, I always like to give you the tea. Tonight's tea is Good and Gather peach honey tea, and I mix that with some celestial seasonings peppermint tea. I like to let my peppermint steep in my cup because I like a nice strong minty tea. And I added a little bit of honey to this, but I will put the information in the description box. So let's get into it. Tonight's podcast will be all about love and self care. And actually, this will be a month dedicated to love, not just because of Valentine's Day, but because I think it is important to establish a routine that shows that you are in tune with your own needs and that you are giving yourself the love and the care that you deserve. So I am so excited about this, even just this first day of the month falling on a Wednesday, which is when I debut my episodes. But it just seems to me like everything is just in sync. In almost every aspect of my life. So I'm excited. I hope you're as excited as I am. This month, I will also be doing a giveaway. So I hope that you guys participate so that you can win. And just a little something about me when it comes to gifts. I'm only going to buy you something that I will use. It will never be anything that I wouldn't use myself. And so this giveaway will be themed self-care. So I'm looking forward to that. I will have more details later in the episode. So, what is love? The Bible describes love as being patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. And so when I hear that, there are no selfish themes whatsoever in regards to love. And because of that, and because I am a avid believer that we were truly, truly sent here on this earth to be light and to show love. So I think it's important to understand that God makes it really, really simple when it comes to love. He says that we should love ourselves and our neighbors just as He has loved us. And so when I thought about tonight's topic, it came to me to just pair love and self care together. And the reason why I did that is because I am a firm believer that it is much more easier to give love or pour love out when you yourself are fulfilled. And so this month we will focus on making sure that you are not running on fumes, that you're getting what you need for yourself so that you can provide it unto others, and showing yourself some love and grace and appreciation. Because if you're like me, oftentimes we get pulled into many, many different directions, and we become the last thing on the list of priorities. And so this month, I want you to really, really, really dig deep, do the homework that I'm going to present forward, and um, get what you need in this month of love and self care. And so, what is self care? Self care is, despite what a lot of people think or the misconception associated with self care, it is not about self indulgence or being selfish. It literally means you take care of yourself so that you can be healthy, so that you can be well, so you can do your job, you can help and care for others, and you can do all the things that you want to achieve and accomplish throughout the day without feeling stressed about doing it. And so, when we talk about self care, I think it's important to normalize self care. Um, I think a lot of times as a parent, we feel like we don't need all of these things to function on a daily basis, or even as a professional in the business world, we feel like we can just keep going, going, going and never pouring into ourselves. But the truth is, what happens is the more we neglect ourselves, the more stress and the less effective those things that we're doing outside of our homes or even in our homes. I think we become less effective in those things that we're doing. And so for me, it's important for my kids to see what self care looks like, because even though I'm a parent, I want them to always know that at the end of the day, you can't pour from an empty cup. And so if you're currently on fumes, or if you've gotten to the point of just doing for others without even thinking about yourself, then this entire month is going to be dedicated to you. And I do hope and I do pray that you get everything that you need in this month, and not just this month, but you incorporate some of these habits that can be long lasting and last you throughout the years, because these are important tools and skills to know and um, incorporate honestly in your day to day lifestyle. So, self care, what does it look like? Oftentimes, self care looks different for us all. So, self care for me sometimes could be as simple as just sitting in a room with no sounds, no noise, none of my children, and it is just filled with peace and quiet. And so I think it's important for you to get to a place where you understand what self care for you should look like. For me, um, it varies. Self care for me includes exercising on a daily basis. That's me showing my body love and appreciation for it, allowing me to be able to be mobile and to do my day to day tasks. Self care sometimes for me looks like me preparing a nice, healthy gourmet meal, or treating myself to something that I have um, restricted over the week or over the month. Sometimes self care for me looks as simple as lighting a candle or spending time decluttering my space. Sometimes self care for me looks like going to therapy. Sometimes it looks like prayer meditation. Sometimes it looks like writing in my journal. So I think it's important for you to get to a place where you decide, what will self-care for me look like? And this is what brings us to our homework. So what I would like for you to do is, because you already have that notebook or digital device that you put down all of the things that you have to accomplish on a daily basis, we're going to add to that list this month, and it will be self care items. And so, what I've done is just prepare myself a little calendar of self care items for the month. And those very same things that I just said, like one day I put on there, light a candle. And that's going to be a self care item for me because I love candles and I love the way they smell. Another thing that I put on the calendar for me would be take a bubble bath. Self care does not have to be expensive. Let me say that. But it should be something where when it's over, you feel less stressed, a sense of peace, some kind of way it has uplifted your mood or relaxed you or made your day just a little bit better. And I can't tell you what that will be or what it will look like, but I urge you to put you some self care items down for the month of February. And I'm actually doing mine a few times a week, and that includes my exercising and my meal prepping and everything. Because to me, I'm still taking care of myself, and so I file all of that under self care items. So let's talk about the giveaway. This month, I wanted to do a giveaway, and I'm actually going to do it on. Let me look at the calendar really quickly. I am going to do it on, I was going to say the 15th, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on Valentine's Day. And so it'll be a little short for the top commenter or the person who I feel like has engaged the most. Number one, you have to be a subscriber. Number two, you have to have at least commented on one of the videos and told me how this has been beneficial to you, or if you feel like it hasn't been beneficial, then put some tips that you think I could use, because I am not above constructive criticism. So whatever your comment is, I would love to see it and I will respond. And so I will do the giveaway on Valentine's Day, and the winner will be announced. And it is a self care basket that will have a candle and a journal and some bath bombs and some other little trinkets that I think of. And I think I want to throw a gift card in there to my favorite store, which is Target, if you haven't already figured that out. So I look forward to your comments and your submissions. And I hope that you enjoyed the basket as well. As always, I hope that this has been time well spent. It is my prayer that the things that I have imparted to you and the knowledge that I have um, given to you is helpful and not harmful. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night and the rest of your week. I do hope that you enjoy your month of self care, because I know that I am. Be blessed.